Death is only the beginning. That chilling line echoed through theaters back in 1999, when The Mummy burst onto the big screen and captured the hearts of millions. With its sweeping desert landscapes, thrilling action, mysterious curses, and unforgettable characters, The Mummy became more than just a movie. It became a cult classic. Who could forget Rick O'Connell's cocky charm, Evelyn's brilliant curiosity, Imhotep's terrifying presence, or Jonathan's hilarious one-liners? It was the perfect mix of adventure, horror, and humor, like Indiana Jones meets ancient Egyptian mythology, with a cast that had undeniable chemistry and charisma. Fast forward to 2025. It's been over 25 years since we opened the Book of the Dead. The world has changed, and so have the stars who brought this legendary story to life. In this video, we're taking a nostalgic trip back to Hamunaptra to see where the cast of The Mummy are now. From Hollywood comebacks to heartbreaking losses, incredible transformations to surprising careers, you'll see just how much time has changed the faces we once knew so well. Grab your scarabs and brace yourself for a ride through time. Let's get started. Number 1. Brendan Fraser was born on December 3, 1968. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Rick O'Connell, the fearless adventurer and former soldier who battles the resurrected Imhotep. At the time of filming, he was 30 years old. Fraser's charisma, action chops, and comic timing made Rick O'Connell an instant fan favorite and helped turn The Mummy into a blockbuster hit. After the franchise, Brendan starred in films like The Quiet American, Crash, and Journey to the Center of the Earth. His career experienced a resurgence with a critically acclaimed role in The Whale, 2022, which won him an Academy Award. In 2025, Brendan Fraser is 56 years old and continues to work in film and television. Number 2. Rachel Weisz was born on March 7, 1970. In The Mummy, 1999, she portrayed Evelyn Carnahan, the brilliant and curious librarian-turned-adventurer, whose knowledge of ancient Egypt proves vital in the fight against Imhotep. At the time of filming, she was 29 years old. Rachel's charm and intelligence made Evelyn an iconic character, and her performance helped launch her to international fame. After The Mummy and its 2001 sequel, she starred in acclaimed films like The Constant Gardener, which earned her an Academy Award, The Favorite, and Marvel's Black Widow. In 2025, Rachel Weisz is 55 years old and remains a respected figure in both film and theater. Number 3. John Hannah was born on April 23, 1962. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Jonathan Carnahan, Evelyn's mischievous and comedic brother who often found himself in trouble, but always came through in the end. At the time of filming, he was 36 years old. His witty performance brought humor and heart to the film, making Jonathan a fan favorite. After the Mummy franchise, John continued a successful career in film and television, appearing in shows like Spartacus, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Transplant. In 2025, John Hannah is 62 years old and remains active in the entertainment industry. Number 4. Arnold Vosloo was born on June 16, 1962. In The Mummy, 1999, he portrayed Imhotep, the terrifying high priest who is resurrected and unleashes a deadly curse upon the world. At the time of filming, he was 36 years old. Vosloo's intense and commanding performance made Imhotep one of the most memorable movie villains of the late 90s. Following The Mummy and its sequel, he appeared in action films like G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and had roles in TV series such as 24 and Bones. In 2025, Arnold Vosloo is 62 years old and continues to act in both American and international productions. Number 5. Kevin J. O'Connor was born on November 15, 1963. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Benny Gabor, the cowardly and opportunistic former comrade of Rick O'Connell, who aligns himself with Imhotep. At the time of filming, he was 35 years old. Kevin's portrayal of Benny added a mix of humor and treachery to the film, making the character both hated and hilariously memorable. A frequent collaborator with director Stephen Sommers, Kevin also appeared in Van Helsing and Deep Rising. He has since taken on character roles in films like There Will Be Blood. In 2025, Kevin J. O'Connor is 61 years old and continues to act in film and television. Number 6. Jonathan Hyde was born on May 21, 1948. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Dr. Alan Chamberlain, the snooty British Egyptologist who joins the ill-fated expedition to Hamunaptra and meets a grisly end. At the time of filming, he was 50 years old. Hyde brought a perfect blend of arrogance and dry humor to the role. Already known for major roles in Titanic and Jumanji, he continued to act in film, TV, and stage productions after The Mummy. His later credits include the strain and voice work in animated series. In 2025, Jonathan Hyde is 76 years old and remains semi-retired from acting. Number 7. Oded Fehr was born on November 23, 1970. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Ardith Bey, the mysterious and noble Medjay warrior sworn to prevent Imhotep's resurrection. At the time of filming, he was 28 years old. With his commanding presence and stoic charisma, Oded became a breakout star, returning in The Mummy Returns 2001. He went on to appear in films like Resident Evil, Apocalypse and Deuce Bigalow, and had major roles in TV series including Sleeper Cell, Covert Affairs, and Star Trek: Discovery. In 2025, Oded Fehr is 54 years old and continues to act in both film and television worldwide. Number 8. Stephen Dunham was born on September 14, 1964. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Mr. Henderson, one of the cocky American treasure hunters who unknowingly unleashes the curse of Imhotep. At the time of filming, he was 34 years old. Dunham brought charm and swagger to the role, making Henderson a memorable part of the film's ensemble. After The Mummy, he appeared in various TV shows and films, including What I Like About You, Hot Properties, and Paranormal Activity 4. Sadly, Stephen Dunham passed away on September 14, 2012, his 48th birthday, due to a heart attack. Number 9. Corey Johnson was born on May 17, 1961. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Mr. Daniels, one of the ill-fated American treasure hunters who becomes a victim of Imhotep's curse. At the time of filming, he was 37 years old. Though his role in The Mummy was brief, Johnson's performance added to the film's dynamic ensemble. A versatile character actor, he has since appeared in major blockbusters like The Bourne Ultimatum, Captain Phillips, and Ex Machina. In 2025, Corey Johnson is 63 years old and continues to work steadily in film, television, and stage productions. Number 10. Tuc Watkins was born on September 2, 1966. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Mr. Burns, one of the American treasure hunters who meets a grim fate after helping uncover Imhotep's tomb. At the time of filming, he was 32 years old. Though his role was small, Watkins' charm stood out in the ensemble. Beyond The Mummy, he is best known for roles in One Life to Live, Desperate Housewives, and The Boys in the Band. He has also appeared in Uncoupled alongside Neil Patrick Harris. In 2025, Tuc Watkins is 58 years old and remains active in both TV and theater. Number 11. Omid Djalili was born on September 30, 1965. In The Mummy, 1999, he played the loud and greedy warden Gad Hassan, who insists on joining the expedition, only to meet a darkly humorous and grisly end. At the time of filming, he was 33 years old. Known for his comedic timing, Omid brought levity to the film's early scenes. Beyond The Mummy, he enjoyed a successful career as a stand-up comedian and actor, with roles in Gladiator, The Infidel, and His Dark Materials. In 2025, Omid Djalili is 59 years old and remains active in comedy, film, and theater. Number 12. Bernard Fox was born on May 11, 1927. In The Mummy, 1999, he played Winston Havelock, the eccentric former Royal Air Force pilot who heroically helps the group battle Imhotep, even if it means going down in a blaze of glory. At the time of filming, he was 71 years old. A veteran character actor, Fox was known for roles in classics like Bewitched, Titanic, 1997, and The Rescuers. His rich voice and comedic timing made him a beloved figure in film and television. Sadly, Bernard Fox passed away on December 14, 2016, at the age of 89 due to heart failure. Number 13. Patricia Velasquez was born on January 31, 1971. In The Mummy, 1999, she played Enkidu, the fierce and seductive lover of Imhotep whose forbidden romance sets off the events of the film. At the time of filming, she was 28 years old. With her striking presence and intense performance, Patricia became an iconic figure in the franchise, reprising her role in The Mummy Returns, 2001. Outside the series, she acted in Arrested Development, The L Word, and various international films. She's also a model, author, and humanitarian. In 2025, Patricia Velasquez is 54 years old and remains active in both entertainment and advocacy work. Number 14, Carl Chase was born on June 20, 1956. In The Mummy, 1999, he portrayed Hook, one of the treasure hunters who meets a grim fate after trying to double-cross the group. At the time of filming, he was 43 years old. Carl's role was small, but memorable for its suspense and tension. Though he didn't have many major roles after The Mummy, he continued to work in film and television, often taking on character roles. In 2025, Carl Chase is 69 years old and has mostly retired from acting. Number 15, Erick Avari was born on April 13, 1952. In The Mummy, 1999, he portrayed Dr. Terence Bey, the wise and secretive curator of the Cairo Museum, and a hidden member of the Medjai, sworn to protect the world from Imhotep. At the time of filming, he was 47 years old. Known for his dignified screen presence, Avari had a long career in both film and television, with roles in Stargate, Planet of the Apes, Heroes, and The Chosen. His performances often brought depth and gravitas to supporting roles. In 2025, Erick Avari is 73 years old and is mostly retired from acting. Thanks for watching. See you next time.